So welcome back to the Outerloper run. Did a little bit of stuff off camera, but most of it involved trying to repair our clothes, but actually having a lot of failures. We've had a lot of failed repairs, so I think in the last couple of episodes I'm guesstimating I've lost about 10 pieces of cloth on failed repairs. So I mean, I finally got these up a little bit. I think I chucked a little bit into the combat pants, but man, we've actually spent a lot of cloth. So you know, there may be like 70% chances, but all the good luck we had earlier is definitely gone. And now I've just noticed our bedroll kind of needs some more as well. We're down to 2 pieces of cloth here. We've got some more. We've got some more back in the Mountaineer's hut, and also we have a better bedroll back there that we can swap out, so not too concerned. But it is one of the things a little bit about the longevity of an Outerloper run is that you're not really going to get the length out of it, especially because we don't have a mag lens either. Kind of have a bit of a use by date on them. Now, it still is cold. But we're going to make our way down. We did load up all of the extra coal and as much as the fur as we could carry, so we're doing alright for weight. But yeah, we're going to have to make a bit of a go down. So we'll race down here and we're going to go to the cave just at the back of this area. Check that for a few things. And warm up in there, and I think we need to try and grab the cattails from this area, which we're chewing through at a terrible rate at the moment as well, just trying to stay well fed. So we'll get through those, pick those up and try and head back down to the other cave, and hopefully try and at least we'll think about going to back to the Mountaineer's hut. I mean, it's not as much of a rush to get back there because we're kind of still waiting on things to be cured. There's no benefit of being back there. We can quite happily hang out in these sort of areas as long as we can stay warm without going too crazy. So there's a little bit of a holding pattern, I guess, of just trying to make sure we have enough things to do and keep it all interesting until all the things we need are ready. We can stay cold for just a little bit longer. But yeah, it feels like the weather has really turned. It's when we woke up in the night off camera and had a look outside, it was definitely blizzarding. So we've had a lot of back-to-back blizzards. The game has started to... We're like the unwelcome wagon. So we'll do a few little things here just to try and get our warmth back a little bit. Just see if the weather's going to turn. This is the back end of a blizzard that was going on during the night. Still really windy, still really cold. Now, it sounds like it started to change, but we're not really warm yet. Right. Still kind of cold. I think we can do a few productive things out here. Kind of like this area of Timberwolf Mountain to hang out in, like especially once you've cleaned the wolves out. Like, it's actually a good little area at the back here. There's often plenty of resources. The cave back there's reasonably cozy as far as warmth goes, as far as any cave goes, I guess.
Oh, I can eat anything right now.
So yeah, we're starting to reach the point of this run where, you know, we're starting to hit that fairly established point. You know, there's some interesting things we can do here, like build the wolfskin coat, maybe hunt the bear, and do all those sorts of things. But it sort of starts to reach that point of where you're maintaining rather than exploring. And there's still parts of the world we can go and explore, but on an Outerloper run, there's probably, you know, not that much to get. But we haven't really done Coastal Highway, and we haven't gone Desolation Point on this one. So it sort of starts to get to the point where we, you know, ask, like, how long do we continue with this run versus go and make a new run and do something interesting. So this is where I'm gonna probably throw it out to everyone in the audience, you know, who watches, you know, my gameplay on this, you know. All 22 subscribers, you know. Pretty happy with that. When I started this, I thought I'd be lucky to get 3 or 4. But yeah, so to everyone out there who watches these, you know, feel free to leave a comment there. Like, let me know what you think. Should I keep on with the Outerloper run and just see how long we can go, or would you like me to just sort of, you know, get it to a point where we wind it up and park it? And I think that deer's kind of broken, and we're hungry, so should we just take advantage of it? I think we do. That was a pretty good headshot. Felt like he was broken and not startled by it at all, but oops. Do we have a better torch? We probably do, and I didn't pay attention. We have so many torches. Why did we bring so many of these for? Should have left those in a cave somewhere. I haven't paid attention to how our food's doing. I hope we don't lose our well-fed bonus while all this is going on. That would be a crying shame. But yeah, let me know in the comments, like, what you think we should do with, yeah, we'll chuck a seat on there. What do you think we should do with this run? How far should we take it? What do you think I should do next? Should we push on and explore the world? Should we try and, you know, make the most of it and homestead here for as long as possible? Okay, so we're getting warm now. Probably should just be sensible and put a ½ liter on there. Pull a kilogram off. Seems ironic to be getting a deer here, and we got so much moose meat back at the hotel. But you know, we're here on safari, trying to find stuff. You know, got things to do. All right, so 248. Grab another 2 kilos off there.
I can drop any of this gear.
I should feel bad about that deer being broken and just taking easy advantage of that, but I don't know, sometimes the game breaks in your favor and sometimes it breaks not in your favor, so I guess you gotta take the good with the bad. Oh, I was busy chopping down that birch. People were probably screaming out, "There's a deer there, you should shoot it." I don't know. Alright, that's enough talking. Let's get some more of this.
Man, I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Alright. Should eat soon. Eat our fill of deer. I mean, weight wise, we're nearly at our 35 kilogram cap. That has gone okay. So I'm not really going to be able to carry much of this down unless we drop extra weight in fuel again, but we've got cattails we probably should gather. 21, 49, an hour 41, 29 we had. Okay, well let's get all of that meat.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Eat that one as well. Minutes. Just gonna head down here. Oh, there are more back there. Do we have... Well, I think this might be not a very good cattail area. Doesn't seem to be any down here. Oh, no. I lied. There's just a couple little stragglers right here. Let's get back and check on our meat. Overweight. Is that because we're getting tired or we picked up too much stuff? I'll eat that one again.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
I don't know about getting that hide off there, but I mean, okay, 21, 49 an hour. What's the hide going to be? 36 minutes by hand. Like we'll chuck it in the cave at the back here. We can't spare the weight to bring it down, but most of my gameplay tends to end up being around having various skins drying in different places.
Man, I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Drop you there. Oh, that's a tiny piece. 5 minutes, 8 minutes. Okay, well they time together at least. The weather's coming in. We might need to hole up in that cave. I'm not sure. What are we doing weight-wise? We're only just over. So much meat again. Sacrifices to be made. Meat versus fuel. You were tiny. You probably barely fill us up at all.
Whew, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Shush. 48, 35. We'll just add a few sticks for the moment. This wind might start to blow it out in a minute. And I pull the... Alright. Pull the guts out. See if we get away with this. Hmm. 10 minutes. We've pretty much got everything off there, so that's okay. That's the last piece. Raw. We've got a lot of water. We really should turn a little bit of this fire into some water, maybe. I'll add one piece of coal to it. It might blow out, but we've got a bit. Should we just do it that way?
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
51 minutes. That one will come off in a second. We got 49. We'll just do half a litre. Get us there. And while that's going on, it's going to duck back here. Dump the hide and the guts in this. Oops, sorry. We didn't pick up the guts. That would be a little bit redundant. So we'll stop the hide and the guts. And pick up a stick. Probably shouldn't sprint. We might never come back to this cave and grab this stuff, but if we get desperate for a hide. It's probably thinking more about a long-term interloper run than an outerloper run. Keep the birch on me for the moment. Yeah, those sticks can stay. Apparently we're walking completely into a cyclone. I don't know, the wind effects don't really often look like they would be pushing you back as make you as slow as they do. I mean, I don't mind being slowed down by the wind. I just kind of want to feel like the graphics match how much it looks like to how much it feels like. Should we just do one more half litre? Maybe? It's up here. No, I shouldn't run. Gonna need... you know, being hit by... Whoa, don't go backwards. You know, being hit a little bit by exhaustion. We have a rope climb. And I want to carry some more stuff. So... let's not get too carried away. Ooh. Maybe I should make a coffee when this one's done? I might. That wind is really wanting to come in. 1 minutes, an hour, 7 minutes. So we've got 1.5 kilos, and I've got like 5 kilos of venison to bring down. Or I'm going to have to drop some things that I also wanted. Weight management in this game. I tell you what, we could drop about 1 kilo of torches and not care about it. So, 1, 5, 6, 7. I think I'm an arrow short still somewhere. Oh, we have to pick up this pot as well. We're still going to be well and truly over. Okay, well, we'll make that call at the rope. You won't do much. Alright. Tell you what, let's just drink that coffee. And let's head out of here again. Nice little day trip up into the back area of Timberwolf Mountain. Struggling into the wind. Oh boy. Come on. What I feel like there's a way down this side that's a bit more mountain goaty conducive to doing things your own way. Where you don't have to sacrifice what you're carrying, you just have to risk, you know, rolling your ankle. Come on. Into the headwind. Come on. I can't remember if it's this way or if at all. And does that look mountain goatable? It's more the other side of it. Guess we're gonna have to commit one way or another. Let's get under that. I sort of feel like I did this at one point. And this looks plausible. Here we go. And it angered the weather gods. I know that much. Wow. I don't like it when you don't climb ropes. Make hard sacrifices. Far out. Is this... Come on, surely we're sheltered enough to not crawl along just here. On the plus side, I see another one of these. feel like the slowness into the headwind is one of the more frustrating features about this game. Oh, you know what? As annoying as it was to have to repeat that, I feel like we're kind of warm. And I remember talking about this birch up here, and we might as well grab it all at the same time. At least we sort of got a tailwind coming this way. Maybe we'll trick the game into changing the wind direction on us. Probably no such luck, but you know, we can dream.
Can't feel my hands.
So slow. You know, only just got cold just now. So it's a decent amount of food just for the moment. I feel like I will just drop even a lot of this, can just stay out here so I can see it if we come back here without having to go too far. Go in here and get warm. Shoes to tear down. Some maple. More coal. We have so much stuff we need to take down in a few different trips. So 40%, 7 days. It's already got a good 4 days to go. Okay. I feel like it's probably a bit of a waste to try and bring it back. We have to do a couple of trips anyway, so I feel like it's a bit of a waste trip to bring it back before it's cured. We'll make another trip back up here to grab them, and in the meantime, you know, we could look at getting all of our fuel and some of the food maybe back down. Maybe not the food, maybe we'll just fill up on the food and we'll leave that here as our, when we come back, fill ourselves up again. You know, traveling back through the wolves, you know, might be a bit precarious, so what we might do, just a moment, we're well fed, you know, we've drunk, we're not super tired. Can we, oh actually, you know what, here's what we should do as well. Drop all of those, even if they queue here as well, it's not such a problem. I did talk about dropping a bunch of these. Should I tear a few down with the sticks? if you have the cloth and the oil to spare, like making your own, like, you know, 100% torch is like it's only a kilo saved, you know, so you don't really need so many if you've got them. Especially, I mean, I don't really torch chain that much. I'll drop one rather than tear it down there. Really not getting greatly warm. Is there anything else we can do? And we could just check what the weather's doing. If it does feel warm enough, maybe we'll just deploy the rope as just something useful to do until we get a bit more tired. It's windy and it's cold. We'll take some damage doing it, but no, I feel like we'll take a bunch of damage doing it. Come on, how are we slow? It's not even a headwind. It's a side wind, right? No, it's still a headwind.
Fingers are numb.
Come on. Fine, we'll sprint. We need to get tired anyway. Come on. We're sheltered, right? There we go. Deploy the rope. There's the risk. Alright, now we'll head back. Tailwind now, right, guys? So moving the rope from the far side to that side just tends to make it a little bit easier to come back. That's a fairly safe rope there compared to the far one and even the one that's sort of across from the fishing hut. Like this tends to be a little bit more open, more visible. A few less wolves. Alright. Okay. Anything else? Sort of only just getting to dark now. It'll still be dark when we wake up. Don't think I really want to chance another repair and get the night kick in. Nothing else. I mean, look, we could definitely chuck a sharpen at that. Where did we throw our extra XR? I think it's outside. No, it's here. Still kept 100%. That's fine. That needs to come back with us. Pick it up now in case we forget. Chuck a couple of sharpens at this. Just to get us to full night time. Yeah, chuck another one at it. I'm not fully tired, but almost warm. Right, we will find a spot if we can. Come on. flat ground. Anywhere. Saw it there for a second. Come on. You don't think it'd be this hard to put a bedroll down sometimes. Just a spot. Any spot. Come on. Come on. It's green for a second again. Come on. Oh, where was it? There we go. Wow. Drink another 10 milliliters of water so we can sleep our full 10. It's coming to daylight. It'll probably be very cold outside. So we need to check. We need to think about... I can bring a good 4 kilos of stuff with us. There's a bunch of food outside, but that can mostly stay. So... and there's things like coal and accelerant. Bring the toque. So one for the cloth. It's not that heavy. These got a couple more days. We'll have to make a return trip for those. A couple more kilos. Seems a bit ridiculous to take the books as weight, but now we're just over. Yeah, we're just under. We are out of water. Oh, we wanted to take these cured hides actually.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
So we might have to drop one of those. One of those. We're going to have to make a return trip anyway. Don't really want to feed up on those. Might just drink one of these, leaving a small amount for the medicine part. Now we're in the weight. See what the weather's doing. If we can chance a quick sprint back to the hut. I mean, it's going to be cold, but it's not blizzarding. We'll fill up as much on this as we can. Alright, let's it's pretty snowy and the visibility is a bit small. Might just wait an hour. Just to get a bit more light. Hopefully the weather doesn't turn on us. But you know, there can be some wolves between us and we're not tired enough to sleep, but we'll just pass time for an hour. See if that gives us a better run at it. No, it gives us a worse run at it. It has decided to blizzard on us. In a terrible way. That is the chance you take with the long dark. We're well fed, it's daylight. We need to do something for an hour. We will read about fire starting. I very much doubt that's got the weather away. It will still be... I think we have to read for at least another 2 or 3 hours. We might even finish that book before the game gives us an opportunity to leave. But apparently it's very thirsty work reading a book. Don't have any more water boiled. Go back into here. That bit. Just finish that book off. That way we can drop it here and take another piece of coal or something in its place. Yes, that's the one we've used. Let's see if it is still terrible outside. Yep, it is. I mean, we could continue to read about fire starting. How's our skill for that going? Halfway through 3. I feel like it really wants us to spend a match and try and make a bunch of water. We'll drink this one. Leaving a bit of medicine. And as boring as it is, we'll start to read this book. Let's do 1 hour. This blizzard's been going since the morning. I might have to break at some point. Now, at this rate, those skins will be cured before we get to leave. Oh, that's a lot nicer. I think this is our cue to leave. And I'll eat that one. We'll eat this one. Drop that. I've got no stink. I can bring one more piece of coal probably for the weight. Another piece of coal. Yeah, I think we're good. We'll probably be overburdened on the limp down the creek, but should be able to make it. At least it's not blizzarding now. So at this point, again, you know, living in Timberwolf Mountain, it's pretty much indistinguishable from an interloper run, between an interloper run and an outerloper run once you're actually out here and established. And you know, Timberwolf Mountain doesn't have any indoor locations for the, you know, by the letter of the law of this challenge. Alright, let's go. We need to get inside and get some water before too long, before we dehydrate. So really it's kind of just the regular homesteading of Outerloper at this point. But to get to this point we've had to do the regular Outerloper struggles. Sounds like the wolves are on the lake. We might have to do some clever dodging till I get back to the hut. Not sure if it's coming up on the microphone, but I have a very loud aeroplane going overhead of my house. So no, it's not someone coming to rescue our character in the game.
Man, I could use a drink.
I think in an early episode there was a chopper that went over as well at a different point. And I remember hearing the audio on the playback. And yeah, it sounded like it was a completely different game. With a whole different let's rescue the character dynamic. That sounds like it's back in the far corner. That wolf. Rather than out here on the ice. Just thought I heard something else other than me rattling the cattails.
Starting to feel numb.
We're going to be very oh, we're starting to get dehydrated just now. Before I'd take a little bit of damage from that. Not a lot, because it will be faster than hunger damage, I believe. Couple of cattails over there still. Cattails over there. That's still good. Another deer out there on the ice. All in all, I'd say that's a fairly successful run up to the summit. You'd be a little bit slow going, but we had time up our sleeve because we're trying to, to a certain extent, waste some time. %, so that's it was in the 60s when I left, so it still depletes at a rapid rate. You guys are going okay. Get in here, quickly have a drink of our water we left behind. Do a bunch of dropping of this stuff. So that's a good secure amount of fuel there for a while. Oops, don't do that. Just going to put the book up there. We still have more research to do on that. Got some research to do on that. We left ourselves a bunch of things behind. What did we have in here? I should probably think about putting away the arrowhead we've got left. Get warm in a minute. We might try and find our arrow off the moose. I think we're one arrow short. I might have just left one on something that I should have picked up. I'm not sure. What did we put in here? Bandages, cattails, fuel. We've got some cloth. Tiny bit of medicine. Okay. I don't think can't put a lot more weight in here, but can we put deer hides, rabbit hides, wolf hide? Yes. That moose hide is nearly 60%, well, 60% condition. It is nearly 7 out of 10 days done, which is great. The gut is cured. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of cured gut. So now we have 6 pieces of cured gut. The wolf pelts is going to really be the thing. I think I'm going to put the dodgy... Oh, we're out of weight for the dodgy hacksaw. We will just drop that. It can live up there as well. So this is doing... It's looking reasonable. The bow's at 70%. Yeah, pretty sure I left some maple curing up top as well. Be good to get. I don't think we have much maple here. Put the hat away with the other cloth. So we've got some cloth we can tear down. That'll give us 4 more pieces of cloth. There's this bedroll fed. So it's 75%. Might have been slightly higher when we left it. I'm not sure. Nearly the end of the day. Warmed up a little bit, but not a lot. Not losing that much temperature. Not carrying any meat. Hey rabbits. You're not on the menu quite today. Mainly coming this way to try and recover one of my arrows. And we'll bring a bunch of this meat over if we can. So, there it is, right there. It's probably there all along. Oh, are we using the good hacksaw to do that? Probably. Although I don't think it really hits the condition. Now let's check out the condition of all this moose meat. 53, 47, 40.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Alright. We are stinky. There were no wolves on the ice. There can be one up in the hills. And we are 3 full stink, so he might already be making his way towards us.
Need to find someplace to escape this cold.
Put that there. Managed to get all that back. So we've got a bunch we can still cook. We're well fed at the moment. Got a heap still cooked. So we're right for the next few days. Definitely while we wait for that to cure and make a further trip back up and bring our skins down in the next couple of days. So I think this will probably be done just a couple of days before, or a day before the wolf skins up there will be done. And everything else I think seem to be going okay. Take the opportunity to just grab whatever sticks have fallen so they get the best opportunity to respawn, and so we have a little collection of those. We brought back a bunch of fur, a bunch of coal, all kinds of other goodies that we got from the summit. But to be honest, we spent those. Most of those got turned into cloth that then disappeared in the roulette of the long dark repairs. But yeah, we're underweight. We set our food buff. We could carry a lot more, but that just means I think that just means our stamina will go a lot longer. We're really well fed. Starting to get our gear under control. We've survived for 34 days there, 33 days here. My skills are coming along. All in all, fairly successful so far. But like I was saying, we've got a bunch of cloth we can pull out of one of these. And we've got some cloth out of these things, but cloth is going to be the big limiting factor, so getting the crafted clothes on the go is going to be a big bonus. We just have to start sacrificing weight for that. And yeah, not having that mag lens, and I don't think we're going to be able to find that in an outdoor location in the world at all, as far as I know from the places I think it can show up. I think it can show up either here. I think that's a chance. I think it can show up in the fishing hut out there. I think it can show up in one of the mines, but other than that, there's no outdoor location. So it's one of those things that will limit an Outerloper run long term. But as I mentioned earlier in the episode, feel free to leave a comment about what you kind of think I should do with this series. Should we, keep it going? Should we maybe park it and do some other things, a different series instead? Or maybe we could keep it going and just come back to it from time to time. I'll do some stuff off camera and only make an episode when we're actually doing something interesting. Kind of it's a little bit dependent on everyone in the audience, like what you want out of this. There's many things I could do. Left to my own devices and not recording these things, I'd probably do things at a much slower pace. I do try and keep them cracking along to make them exciting. I would probably do a little bit more homesteading and not get much done per episode left to my own devices. But I think part of the thing about making these as recorded episodes has actually pushed me to do things a bit quicker and move faster, which has been a good learning experience as well. So, but either way, let me know your thoughts, and I'm just going to probably just quickly sleep in this bed to make a save point for now. Yeah, leave me your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you next episode.